Hey, good day. I hope you're doing okay. I'm your host, the Collector, and welcome to my channel. It's the start of 2023, so what better time than now to talk about all the figures I have pre-ordered this year. In this video, I'll be walking you through all the figures I've pre-ordered for each month of this year. At the end of the year, I will make another video going over what happened with each figure, whether I received it, ordered it, dropped it, or if it even released this year. Alright, let's kick things off with January. Now let me tell you, Azure Lane is a very cultured mobile gacha game for very cultured. Baltimore is one of the heavy cruisers in the game. A tomboy with heavy guns. I've ordered the lightweight version. As much as I find the ships cool, I cannot justify paying 10,000 yen extra for them, especially considering the other purchases I'll be making that month. Plus, I don't like support rods for my figures. If I can do without them and still have the figure looking good, I will go with that option. Just to let all of you know ahead of time, I love Transformers. It was a big part of my childhood. Transformers Armada, Transformers Prime, some of G1, it was before my time. The G1 movie, and the live action movies. Hey, look. It was all about the transformations and the giant robots was fighting, okay? Not...
Don't.
Optimus Prime looks good. Pretty confident and stoic, with a lovely smile. A more dynamic pose could have improved it a bit, but this fits for the character, I'd say. Luckily his rivals got that covered. Woman Megatron has got it going on. She exudes sass. The hand on hip pose she stands in and her cold expression is so fitting for Megatron's original personality. Oh man, she is so... Holding that fusion cannon, a distinct feature of his G1 design. Well, her G1 design. I love this design and I cannot wait for it to drop. Personally, Freeing's Senran Kaikara Bunny series is their best bunny figure series, simply due to their varied and unique outfits. One of their newest additions to this line will be the masochist Ryona. Blonde, busty, and bodacious Ryona. I'm not one for crouching poses usually, but this fits with the set theme that Freeing is trying to portray. Weird yet cute character that I'm not going to miss out on getting. A Catgirl Figma. My first one. The Figma, not the Catgirl. Although, I guess also my first Catgirl figure. Despite not being too interested in collecting Figmas, I always said I needed to get at least one Figma to try out and compare with scales, maybe for a potential future video. I was suggested by some friends to check out Big Firebird Studios' newest creation. The company seems to have a good reputation and the Catgirl is cute, so I figured, why not? Excited to get her. As you know, I like Azure Lane, but I also have a huge thing for maid girls. Dido is a light cruiser, I'd love to cruise on her. The ship, obviously, not the girl. Like, come on, guys. Degenerates. Not too familiar with Need, but I have faith in them to deliver. The Dumb Goddess from Konosuba. I made a decision to get varying outfits for all the Konosuba girls, as there are not many good figures with them in their default outfits. Right now I have the Megumin and Union China dress figures, and this will be the Aqua I get. Now, let's say Season 3 summons figures of all the girls in their default outfits. I will probably switch these out, unless they're bad or something. But yeah, the Grid Girl outfit is... Kawakami, my love. I've ordered her, but I'm this close to dropping her. Her face sculpt is quite disappointing to say the least. I don't think the expressions have translated well in 3D. I don't think it's 3D, I just think this picture doesn't do her justice at all. And it hurts because I know there won't be another Kawakami for a long time. And the aftermarket prices for the Amakuni Persona 5 figures are gross. We'll have to wait and see. At this point I've gone above budget, so I'm relying on delays if I'm to get her. Ryona's sister Ryobi is another visual representation of Freeing actually putting in some effort. She's flat as a board, something she's insecure about in the games, but she makes up for it with her posterior. Oh my god. This must be one of Freeing's most appealing posteriors. Look at her hip to torso ratio. Now, I'm more of a Melons fan, but I cannot reject a great derriere when I encounter one. Where Ryona is the masochist, Ryobi is the sadist, demonstrated by their roleplay poses. This concept is just epic, and it's good to see Freem doing something different like this from time to time. So stoked for this figure. Now, I love mecha and I love women. So what better figures to get than those that combine them? Nothing. That's the answer. Now, presenting Mecha Musume. Nadare is a wonderful artist that has his own OC Mecha Musume series. The main girl is Sophia F. Schering. This is Fiona Full Moon. Entry number 1, so I'm assuming there'll be more. Yes, I am the crazy UK resident who is willing to pay 270 quid for the deluxe version, excluding customs fees and delivery costs. I upgraded due to the deluxe only being a 40 quid increase, and considering what it comes with, I thought it was a good price. The sharp-tongued, slightly insecure, soon-like cruiser from Azure Lane. She's not loud, physical, or pompous, and was a bit insecure at first, making her a tsundere I actually like. Alter handling this figure was a godsend, and her prototype looks sublime, an almost perfect recreation of her default pose. If I hadn't made it obvious already, I'm one who likes collecting characters in their original outfits, so I got this over the Honolulu skin, which looks pretty epic admittedly. Mochi, bunny girl from the artist Simao. Very cultured individual, don't go to their Pixiv kids. The pose is cute, I adore her shy expression, and the package on her is large. No way I wasn't buying this, and no doubt I will be buying Cream, or should I say, Kurime-chan, when she becomes available. The second Dark Elf villager, Raida. I have no idea as to whether her name is Lila, Lyra, or Lyra. Anyway, a lot of people have been commenting about her face transition into 3D not being the best. I do admit it could have been done a bit better, but I can live with it. Vertex, as they typically do with their elf lineup, made a second face for her, and it is so much better. She went from a maybe to a definitely with that face. I'm so grateful. Past the face, we have a great design, one of the better elf ones in my opinion. The tree sprouting makes for a great base add-on, her jacket rocks, and the ice pose design is stunning. Great to see someone is doing the Persona 5 guys. 5 guys. Fox will be another addition to the collection, if I do decide to make a collection and not ditch it entirely. I need a Ryuji. He was my favorite. Large-chested Iruru. Despite the absolute units her packages are, she was one of the greatest additions to the series. I quite liked her role and everything, and her character, and as such I had to purchase. The melons are just a plus, guys. Good Smile Art Shanghai are making her, and based on one of my favorite figures from 2022, I have no doubt she will turn out great. I expected an Iruru figure to have her dark grey shirt, but they decided to make one of her pajamas. Additionally, they added 3 degenerate bears into the figure. Now, I can understand that this would turn some people off, but I embrace it. 3 suspicious bears is a bit much, but the idea fits with the show's degeneracy. This lovely aircraft carrier's best skin is getting a figurine, and you bet I pre-ordered. Lovely melons, divine outfit, great curves. I cannot ask for a better looking illustrious. It's by a new company, Brilliant Journey, so I'm taking a gamble, but I will try to be optimistic. Mainly because they're going to make my favorite Belfast skin and Taiho, so I need them to be quality. Neko's Falslander series of figures continues with Hemet Nethel, who is definitely getting delayed. Samurai was supposed to drop in September and now it's dropping in February. Anyways, this is one of my favorites out of the bunch. The dark skin with the weird stuff just did something to me. We have the re-release of Lucky Lou. My condolences to those who bought her in the aftermarket. Lovely woman. Glad I don't buy from the aftermarket. Asanagi Fox Girl. Anything Asanagi is a yes in my books. Now I wouldn't collect some of the more erotic ones, but most I'd bite. If push comes to shove, however, I might need to drop, even though I really don't want to. She's just so fine, guys. She's out of line. With that, this would be my first cowgirl figure. Not like the yeehaw! No one thought that, Skeletor. No one thought that. But for what I'm getting, that price is a bit much. Still, quite the attractive and enticing figure. She is it. Her sweater texturing is remarkably convincing. Probably the best part for me. Such a cute OC. One of the many great OCs by Mataro Sensei. Niddy 2D is one of my absolute favorite artists. His most recent OC series, Meido Buso, was guaranteed to drain my wallet. Fighting maids in bikinis? Wait, money, no, don't leave! Javelin looks remarkable. The body looks impeccably sculpted, and look at how intricately detailed the bow is. Wow! Easily my favorite of July. Sakia Mama creates some masterful bunny ladies. There are so many he had to make book collections for them. Caroline Yuri's aftermarket price is a nightmare these days. I mean, I can understand why, but the prices are just not justified. Still, knowing Mio would probably be too, I couldn't let this opportunity slide. Honestly, I prefer Mio. Less extravagant, but equally as one of, if not the biggest addition in Persona 5 Royal. If I am getting Persona 5 characters, I will have to get her too. She's got a great outfit, a solid pose fitting with her ballerina skill set, and a cute expression. I really want to get her, and hopefully my budget for the month can fit her in. I also need to play Persona 5 Royal. I've only played the vanilla Persona 5, which I freaking adore. But yeah, I have to get to Persona 5 Royal eventually. Not 100% sure what the official title of this figure is, but I'm quite fond of this. I find the concept really awesome and feel the figure combo would make for quite a spectacle in the house. So I'm gonna get both girls. I'll get the first one now, I think this is G, and I'll get B when she releases. A large cruiser with large. This figure is pretty delightful, especially the regular version, which I went for this time. Surprising, I know. The shelf can be changed with a mirror, so you can observe her front and backside. Rejoice. My goodness. Asuna's bunny outfit. Probably the most popular skin in the whole of Blue Archive. I was only made aware of this game's existence because of all the fan art I saw of her. And Karen in their bunny outfits. Playing the game grew my appreciation of her character and the game's world. Also, she's freaking hot. Max Factory is handling this, so I expect nothing but the absolute best modeling from them. Cannot wait for this. This was the one Raiza I wanted for ages. Cheeky expression, lovely walk pose, alta modeling quality, a standing figure. This is the Raiza that I hoped didn't get cancelled. And thankfully it didn't. Now I'm still deciding on if I get this Raiza or another Raiza I will be talking about in a bit. Another rest in peace to those who bought her from the aftermarket. This figure is the one I wanted for the lovely Atago since I realized it existed. But I knew I wouldn't get it in the aftermarket. Some of those prices. Ugh. That's why I thanked the Lord when I saw Alta was doing a re-release. I can finally get the Atago of my dreams. I mean, of my dreams is a bit of an exaggeration, you know. The Atago I wanted the most out of all of them. This is the ideal Makise figure. I'm so glad I didn't get the older Good Smile Company Kurisu, as I would have had to sell it just to get this one. It is fantastic in design with loads of references on display. Just the base being made up of CRT TVs with the codes on the screens and all these cables and wires is dazzling. The whole image screams Steins Gate. I need this figure more than any other this month. Yukino from an epic Edo Dojin, one of my favorites. A premium housewife with pale skin, white hair, and large size because she's a 1'4", you know. That's bigger than 1'7" and 1'8" and 1'6". Like, it's a big size, guys. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Once I saw the display at Native's exhibition last year, she was already pre-ordered in my mind. Now you can't get Atago without getting the other heavy cruiser Takao. Rather than going for the summertime Takao, I've decided to mix and match by getting one of them in the Race Queen outfit and the other in the summertime one. Since I couldn't miss out on Atago's summertime outfit, I went with Takao's less revealing Race Queen outfit. I admire the coverings of it. Feels it adds to the overall design. A lot more than just a bikini for Atago, even though Atago herself is a dame. Arms note. Everyday women and girls with military gear and weapons. Another wild concept from Japan that I truly adore. This is the Kohai of the swimming club in her first swimming outfit. I'm all for defaults, so this is the one I went for. Great tan, lovely curves. I'm allowed to say this, right? This is one of, if not my most anticipated figure of the year. Not only was I captivated by the color scheme and the oversized outfit theme, but it has 3 layers of cast off. It's just awesome to me. If I were to have just one figure this month, it would be this, in a heartbeat. I'm taking a bit of a gamble with this being from a new company and all, but I am willing to pay because I'm floored by this figure. A Tori Damono creation I am so ready for. Max Factory is responsible for her, so there's nothing to worry about, production wise. Her design is dazzling. Her size is a 1/6, a great fit for my collection. This is one I cannot miss. Now, I wouldn't typically get a figure sitting on the floor, but this is based on one of my favorite Sora illustrations. I cannot miss this. Her design is top notch. The color scheme is beautiful and the prototype that Vibrastar has put out looks so delightful. I would probably regret it a lot if I didn't buy her. So here I am with my pre-order secured on HPOI. What a presence she has, especially her deluxe version, which I missed out on because I wanted to be cheap and decided to wait a day for my deposit funds to convert into Yen without incurring too much of a fee. I will have to settle on the light version, which isn't the same, but I guess I can live with it. She looks good enough on her own. Wonderful woman. Body proportions are premium. Face is lovely, and I wish they had made her default skin. I mean, I'm not complaining too much. This is easily her best skin, and I don't blame Alta for making it. It's what is probably going to sell. Alta working on this is amazing, and the prototypes are looking tasty already. The gloss effect would be hard to pull off, but you know, that's just a minor nitpick. One of the best girls of 2022. I have been waiting for a figure of her for so long, and Aniplex delivered. The first one was lacking in my opinion. I felt her head was just a bit different from the source materials, and it was enough for me to say no. The second one, which I have pre-ordered, looks much better, and it is of the iconic bedroom scene. No way I was not going to buy this. That is until I remembered Max Factory has plans to make one. Ugh man, I'm really curious to see how that turns out, but for now this is the Manning I am ordering. Out of nowhere some months ago, they announced Raiza 3. Oda Raiza looking peak! Wonderful Works has made a prototype for already and I caught myself sweating. What do I do? Do I get young Raiza from Materia Raiza 1 or Oda Raiza from Materia Raiza 2? I also love Claudia, and she's so gorgeous. I'd want an older Claudia too, and if that was the case, I'd need to get an older Raiza. It's hard. Now I know some of you are saying, just get both. No. So that's everything. To round this out, let's me make a list of my most anticipated figures for each month out of all the figures in that month I pre-ordered. Here's a template for if I dropped a figure for each month of the year. I'll be using these images in the boxes to indicate success or failure. Additionally, I'll be making templates to show which figures I cancelled for each month of the year. Thank you for watching! Hope you'll watch the follow-up video in December and see what happened. No outro yet, so here